This column brought to you by Buff Whalen Chevrolet, the world's largest Chevy dealer. Go to buffwhalen.com for this month's specials. As I write this column, the news channels are filled with reports of another celebrity death. Walter Cronkite, father of modern-day television news. Most trusted man in America. That's what he was called, and that's what he was. The man whose personal disillusionment with Vietnam caused President Lyndon Johnson to say, "If we've lost Cronkite, we've lost America." And now America has lost Cronkite. The news, though not unexpected, still seems unreal. We knew he was nearly 93. We knew he had been in poor health. But so strong is the continuing influence and power of Cronkite's personality that those of us who followed in his large footsteps find it difficult to grasp that he's gone. I remember vividly the first time I met Walter Cronkite, and the last. The first was in 1966 in New York City during the nationwide strike by the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. As a correspondent with ABC, I took my place on the picket line along with Peter Jennings, Howard Cosell, Steve Bell, and a host of other on-air news people. Cronkite honored the strike, but was incensed that journalists belonged to the same union as other non-news performers, singers, dancers, and jugglers, as NBC's David Brinkley so non-delicately put it. Cronkite formed an informal group to investigate whether news people might form their own union, unencumbered by pure entertainers. His effort failed, but I'd been a part of that group, and through a number of meetings with Walter as chairman, got to know him personally. I also worked with him at Cape Canaveral. Although we were with competing networks, we both were heavily involved in covering the space program. While he anchored space shots for CBS television, I did the same for ABC radio. Occasionally we would share a cup of coffee at the press facility near the launch site. Once I helped him escape from a stuck bathroom stall only minutes before he was to go on the air, but that's another story for another time. When I left New York and ABC Radio to pursue a television career, it was Walter Cronkite who encouraged me to take a position with the CBS affiliate in Louisville, Kentucky. He was good friends with the station's owner, Barry Bingham, who also owned the Louisville Courier-Journal and Times. And after I'd taken the job, Walter volunteered to videotape some promos with me on his set at CBS News. The last time I saw him was in Detroit, a few years ago, where he was invited to make a speech, and I was asked to MC the event. It was clear even then that age was catching up to him. He didn't want to stand at a podium and deliver a conventional speech, but instead wanted me to ask him questions in an interview format with both of us seated on the stage. Before the speech, he and I reminisced about our days in New York, and he said, "Mort, be sure to give me a call next time you're in town. We'll have another cup of coffee together and talk over the good old days." I've been in New York several times since then, and once or twice thought about taking him up on the invitation. To my regret, I never picked up the phone.